America's favorite pizza topping has time and time again been pepperoni. We visited 3 top-rated restaurants, Prince's, Rubirosa, and Emily, to find which pepperoni slice is best in town.
Okay, so what are we looking for?
So at each spot, we're going to be looking at 3 qualities. 1, thick-cut pepperoni. Each cup should be thick enough to cup up and have that nice crispy exterior. 2, distribution. Since the Ronis are the star of the show, there should be a generous amount of cups on each slice. And 3, overall flavor. The 3 pizzas are all different, so whether the pepperoni is the only topping or not, we're thinking big picture. No singular topping or sauce should overwhelm the palate.
Let's go.
Let's do it. So our first stop is Prince Street Pizza, and this place inspired me to make this whole entire video.
It is?
The reason why is because the spicy spring here is unlike anything that I've tried.
What is spicy spring?
It is a pepperoni pizza that is just covered in pepperoni. You haven't seen anything like it.
I believe you. I am pumped. Wait, is that the line? It is fully wrapped around the entire block.
Thank you. Prince Street Pizza started January 2013, and our most famous slice is our spicy spring pepperoni Sicilian.
You can't find this pizza anywhere else.
With a lot of the slices that we have in the store, they're named after streets in the neighborhood to pay homage to the neighborhood because I have a lot of roots in here.
Why Spring Street specifically?
It just rhymed. Honestly, it just rhymed. The Spicy Spring is a Sicilian, special cut Italian pepperoni, and it has a low moisture fresh mozzarella, and it's fried diavolo sauce, which is my grandfather's recipe. For the people at home that know what fried diavolo is, it's a spicy marinara sauce. With our pepperoni, it's different from the original types of pepperonis that are really flat and they're kind of like bologna-ish. These ones are the sticks, and we cut them to where it's not too thin and not too thick. You cut it right in the middle.
Why do you decide to put so much pepperoni on here?
This goes back to what we originally talked about in the video from a couple of years ago. You ever see the movie Casino with Robert De Niro? There's a scene in that movie where he's eating a muffin with another guy. He looks at that guy's muffin, he notices that it has more blueberries in it. He goes, "Why does your muffin have more blueberries in it than mine?" It would get people annoyed that your pepperoni square has more pepperonis than mine. You grab a scoop, even it out, and then go from there. It'll upset people if you don't give an even amount of pepperoni in every slice, like Robert De Niro said.
We waited like 40-ish minutes?
43 to be exact. It is around the block.
Thank you. Okay, there's truly no place to sit.
You guys got it?
Yeah, we got it. There's no place to sit.
Wait, where is he taking us? Oh.
She's stunning.
My goodness.
Is it anything like you've ever seen before?
No, I've literally never seen that many peps before.
Honestly, this whole experience is a very new thing for me. Sitting in a basement of a pizza shop.
I've never sat in a basement of a pizza shop.
Do you have a preference on what slice you want?
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
They're all honestly perfectly beautiful, but let's see. This one's like calling to me.
Okay. Even distribution, thick cups.
Even, thick. It looks spicy. Let's see if it's spicy. I'm a little worried, like what if it's too salty? There's so many peps. But let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay. So I don't know if it's because I don't get out much, but I've never had a pepperoni that's cooked like this. Like, do you see the coloring? It's like a beautiful work of art. It's perfectly crispy on the outside and it's thick. And the grease like pools in the middle, like a little like hot tub that you want to go swim in and never leave.
No.
Okay, cool. How's the crust?
So many things going on. You get the caramelization from the pepperoni, but also from the crust. The sauce is spicy and like not wet.
Yeah.
It's just overwhelming, but in the best way possible. Like overwhelming in the sense that like you're struggling to eat it, but you can't wait to get that next bite because it's just that good. The one thing is that just because it's so greasy, like if another place is less greasy but has the same exact everything.
But I don't think the flavors can be this good without the grease. But I know what you're saying. Maybe like drawing the grease back a tiny bit.
Smidge.
A smidge.
So this is already setting the bar so high.
So high. I'm like a little worried.
The other two places that we're going to are like unique spins. The pepperoni is still star of the show. It's gonna be really hard to beat this.
All right, our second stop, not far from Prince Street, is Rubirosa.
And this place is an absolute neighborhood gem. Today we will be trying their Tie Dye Roni Pie.
So I think the Tie Dye Roni Pie is like just for people who cannot decide what they want to eat, because the Tie Dye pie alone, you have tomato sauce, vodka sauce, pesto, all in one pie. Then our other most popular pizza is a classic pepperoni pie. So one day people just started saying, well, I kind of want a pepperoni pie and I kind of want a tie-dye pie. Decided to put it together and it ended up being the best combination on earth.
It's the perfect texture of pepperoni just because of how it's cooked. It's got a little bit of everything. If you want that little bit of crisp at the bite, if you want that chewiness, it's got it all.
I think it's the thinness that's really like the signature family technique, is that we get the pizzas paper thin. For the tie-dye pizza, we use fresh mozzarella cheese. If you go to a classic slice joint, you're gonna use a low moisture cheese. This is actually a little bit more similar to the pies that you would find Neapolitan style. It's a signature spiral move. So we do tomato on the outside, then a circle of vodka, and then at the end, we add the pesto, also in a spiral formation. What makes our pepperoni different is just the thickness that we slice it, and then that allows it to form that pepperoni cup.
I'm like a little hesitant because pesto, vodka, and marinara is a little overwhelming, but I'm interested to see how it tastes.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my god. I'm a big fan. I've never had pesto on pizza.
Really?
Ever. It's very like herbaceous and it like makes the sauce pop. You know what I mean?
How do we feel about the thinness of it? Because it's a lot thinner than Prince Street, right?
It's so much thinner than Prince Street, but I kind of like a thin crust because for some reason my brain feels less bad about eating the pizza. It's like less bread.
I actually do enjoy how the pepperoni cups here are a little bit thinner.
Yeah.
Because they crisp up and they're a little crunchier than the ones back at Prince Street.
I want like them to make me like a plate of pepperonis.
They're crispier because they're thinner, but I feel like because Prince Street is thicker, those cups have a lot more like texture to them. My question for you is though, would you take this over like a classic pepperoni pizza?
I feel like it depends on like the day. If I'm craving something like special and wild, I would go for this, but if I'm just craving like a classic pepperoni, I would maybe not. But today I'm feeling wild and I like it. Okay, Herrine, we are going to Emily in Clinton Hill. We are trying the Colony Pizza. It is a trifecta of flavors, salty, sweet, and spicy.
That sounds delicious. Yes. So depending on which Emily you go to, you can get a round pie or a square pie. Today we're gonna be trying both.
Amazing, let's go.
In Clinton Hill at our original location, we serve pizzas from our wood-fired oven that are New York, New Haven style. So round, super thin crust, really fun topping combinations. In addition to Pizza Loves Emily, we also have Emmy Squared Pizza, and we serve Detroit-inspired pizza.
I love the Colony most for the honey drizzle and probably the juicy little pepperonis on the top.
I think a perfect pepperoni pizza has balance on it. It should have a good amount of pepperoni, but it shouldn't be overwhelming. So we stretch our dough out. We stretch it out very thin. We don't like to have a lot of crust on our dough. So you'll see the tomato sauce goes out all the way to the edge. We add pecorino, mozzarella, homemade mozzarella on it, pickled jalapenos. Then we'll put our pepperoni. We use Izzo pepperoni. We like Izzo because it's thick cut and it cups up. It works nice with our flavor profile. There's a little bit of spice to it, but it's not too spicy. We're using a wood-fired oven, and our pizza is definitely cooked a little bit more well done than New York style pizza. It'll come out, get cut, honey on it, and then served.
This one is not traditionally served here. It's the Detroit style one. And they have this at ME Squared, which is in their West Village location.
Yes.
But because this is so similar to Prince Street, and this one is more your New York style slice, more akin to Rubirosa, I wanted you to try both of them.
Yay. Let's try this one.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Sure.
A lot smaller, right?
Cheers. God, the heat at the end, it like kicks you.
It hits every different part of your palate all at once. I'm more excited about the crust.
I love this kind of crust. This cheesy edge is probably one of my favorite things.
And I don't think Prince Street Pizza really have
They
that.
do not.
But do you miss all that Roni cup? That
You know
you
I
don't
love
get?
a Roni cup, but I kind of like these Roni cups better than Rubirosas.
Not Prince Street.
No. The meat, it's like a little more chewy than like crunch. And I get the crunch from the crust and then the chewy of the Roni, and it's like, and then the sweet of the honey. I love sweet. I love sweet and salty. This is our love story.
Now let's move on to this one. Okay, shall we?
All right, this crust is like one of my favorites.
Now that you've had the colony pizza both ways, do you think the jalapenos, the honey, and the pepperoni is too much?
No, I love it.
You like the
I think it's
trifecta?
honestly. I'm not gonna say what's my favorite yet, but I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of spicy, sweet, salty anything.
I have a hot take.
What's your hot take?
I normally don't like savory foods that are sweet and salty.
Really?
I like sweet foods that have more salt, not the other way around.
Huh.
You know, some days you just want like a classic pepperoni
Yeah.
pizza, but then other times you want an elevated
Yeah.
version where it hits all the notes. And I think because of the char, it's also like almost like burnt smokiness too, so you get that fourth little element. It's everything and more than you wanted from a pepperoni pizza.
Exactly. It is not boring.
I have my definitive answer though. As great as this whole journey has been and how difficult it's been to like nitpick, I have my answer.
I hate that you're so decisive. I honestly feel like if I make the wrong decision, like something bad's gonna happen.
After loads of deliberation, it is time to decide which pepperoni pizza is best in town. Erin, do you have your winner?
I have my winner. I'm ready to reveal.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my God! I did not think you were gonna put that.
I'm surprised. We're off to a great start here.
Why did you choose Prince Street?
I was torn between Prince Street and Rubirosa. Rubirosa just because their sauces were so great, but the Ronis were a little too thin for my liking. Prince Street had that perfect, thick pepperoni with a caramelized outer rim, and then the grease just like pooled inside and cupped up beautifully. What about you?
I agree. There was so many pepperonis, so many more than the other two places, and they were so thick and crispy and spicy, and the crust was perfectly charred, and the cheese wasn't too overpowering. It was just my favorite slice of pizza I've had in maybe ever.
Wow, so not only is this the best pepperoni pizza you had, but the best pizza in New York City?
Yes.
So what do you guys think? Do you agree with us that Prince Street Pizza is best in town when it comes to pepperoni pizza, or is it just another place? Let us know in the comment section below. Okay, my fingers are about to freeze off. Let's go.
I know. Let's get out of here.
Bye.
Bye.